Morning everyone. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Now let's start our work today. Open your book to page number 103. Look at the bottom of your book. It should say 103. And let's start writing the date. Where do we have to write the date? On the top left corner. So let's write it's 6th. The month is April. So 4 and 2020 means 2020. Now let's read the heading. It says estimation. Now put your finger on number 1 and let's read the instructions. Circle the animal that is about 8 inches tall. Now guys, first I'm going to show you how much are 8 inches, okay? So I've made this line right here. This is what 8 inches are, okay? This line is of 8 inches. Now we have to look at these 3 animals. The first one is a mouse, then we have a cat, and then we have an elephant. And we have to tell them that which one is about 8 inches tall. Tall, okay? So focus on the word tall. All right. Now let's see. The first one is a mouse. Is a mouse of 8 inches? Let's look at our line again. No, I think the mouse is a little small. Then next is a cat. I think a cat is about 8 inches tall. Right, this is true. So we will circle the cat. I'm sorry for the broken circle. Okay, now the next one is an elephant. Isn't an elephant huge? Isn't it? So it's very tall. It is not of 8 inches, right? If we compare it with a cat looks so small in front of an elephant. Okay, now let's read the next instruction that they have given us. It says circle the animal that is about 2 inches long. Now this time we have to tell them of an animal that is about 2 inches long. Okay guys, now let's first move on and see how many are 2 inches, right? So I made this line for you guys. This line is of 2 inches, okay? Now let's see, what animals do we have? The first one is a caterpillar, then we have a snake, and then we have a crocodile. So let's start with the first one. I think this is of 2 inches for sure, right? So I'm going to circle this one. Okay. The next one is a snake. The snake is very long, right? It's longer than a 2 inch. And then we have a crocodile. Crocodile is also huge. So it has to be more than 2 inches. So we got only one animal. Okay. Now put your finger on number 2. And let's read the instructions. It says add the money. Now what do we have to do for this? First we need to figure out which coins do we have exactly, right? So the first 2 are quartz, okay? So these are 25 cents and 25 cents. 1 quart has 25 cents in it. So 25 plus 25 is 50. We have 50 cents. Then the next one are, let's look closely. These are dimes, right? So how many dimes do we have? 3. And how many cents are there in one dime? 10 cents. So 10, 10 and 10. Let's add these up and the answer is 30 cents. Then the last row is of nickels, okay? And how many cents are there in one nickel? 5 cents. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 15. Now what do we have to do? We have to add these up and write the final answer. Okay, now we'll move to our board and we're gonna write 50 plus 30 and then at last we have 15. And what do we have to do? We have to add this up. So 0 plus 0 is equals to 0 and then we have 5. So 0 plus 5 is 5. Okay, now we're going to move on to these two. Okay, so 5 is in our mind since it's the bigger number and then we're going to take 3 fingers out. Let's count after 5. So we have 6, 7 and 8. So our answer is 8. Now 8 plus 1. 8 is in our mind and then we're going to take 1 finger out. Let's count after 8. It is 9. So our final answer is 95. Let's write 95 over here. Okay, now let's move on to the next set of coins, and let's see what do we have here. The first one, these, what are they? What do they look like? Let's look closely. Okay, so these are dimes. So we have, how many coins do we have of dime? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 10, 10, 10. Then we have 10, 10 and 10, which is 60. So we have 60 cents in the first row. Then the next one, these, what are these? These are nickels. So 5, 5, 5 and 5. What is our final answer? It is 20. And then at the last row we have pennies. And how many cents are there in one penny? 1 cent. So 1, 1, 1 and 1. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 cents in over here. Now let's add these up and see our final answer. So let's start writing them. We have 60, then we have 20, and then we have 4. We're going to add this up. 0 plus 0 is 0, and then we have 4, so we're going to write 4 over here. Then we have 6 plus 2, so 6 is the bigger number. We're going to put 6 in our mind, and we're going to take 2 fingers out, and we will count after 6. So we have 7 and 8, so 8 over here. Now what is our final answer? Our final answer is 84. We'll write 84 over here. We have 84 cents in total. Guys, now let's move to the next page. Flip your page and go to page 104, 104. Look at the bottom of your book. It should say 104. And let's read number 3 and see what it says. So put your finger on number 3. It says add. Now what is this? This is simple addition. So let's start with the first one. It says 56 plus 72. Okay, we're going to start with the right side, right? So we have 6 in our mind, and we're going to take 2 fingers out. And what will we do? We're going to count after 6. So we have 7 and 8. We will write 8 over here. Okay, now let's look at the next one. It is 5 plus 7. Now, which is the bigger number? 7 is the bigger number. So 7 goes in our mind, and we're going to take 5 fingers out, and we're going to count after 7. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we're going to write 12 over here. Now our final answer is 128, which is 128. Now let's move to the next one. 43 plus 86. So we will start with from the right side. The bigger number is 6. So we're going to put 6 in our mind, and we will take 3 fingers out, and we will count after 6. So we have 7, 8, and 9. We will write 9 over here. Then we have 4 plus 8. So 8 is the bigger number. 8 goes in our mind, and we're going to take 4 fingers out, and we will count after 8. So we have 9, 10, 11, and 12. Sorry. So what is our final answer? Our final answer is 129. 129. Now guys, I'm going to give you a while. You people finish it up, and then we're going to match our answers. Guys, I hope everyone's done by now. Now let's start matching our answers. So the next one is 21 plus 95, which is equals to 116. Then we have 83 plus 72, which is equals to 155, 155. Then we have 62 plus 81, which is equals to 143. Then we have 77 plus 90, which is equals to 167, which means 167. Okay, now let's move to the last row. We have 91 plus 48, which is equals to 139. Then we have 82 plus 35, which is equals to 117. Then we have 54 plus 83, which is equals to 137. Then we have 55 plus 93, which is equals to 148. Then we have 93 plus 63, which is equals to 156. And at last, we have 67 plus 41, which is equals to 108. Guys, now put your finger on number 4. Let's see what it says. It says subtract. Now, again, this is simple subtraction. Let's see the first one. It says 12 minus 7. So 12 is the bigger number. We're going to put 12 in our mind, and we will take 7 fingers out. And let's count backwards from 12. So it's 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. So what is our answer? Our answer is 5. Now let's look at the next one. It says 16 minus 9. Which is the bigger number? 16 is the bigger number. So we're going to put 16 in our mind and we will take 9 fingers out and we will count backwards from 16. So we have 16 in our mind, then we have 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 and 7. So our answer is 7. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys a little while to finish it up and then we will match our answers. I hope everyone's done by now. Now let's match our answers. It says 10 minus 5, which is equals to 5. Then we have 15 minus 7, which is equals to 8. Then we have 11 minus 4, which is equals to 7. Then we have 13 minus 5, which is equals to 8. Now let's move to the next row. Then we have 13 minus 6, which is equals to 7. Then we have 11 minus 8, which is equals to 3. Then we have 14 minus 5, which is equals to 9. Then we have 12 minus 3, which is equals to 9 again. Then we have 10 minus 3, which is equals to 7. Then we have 17 minus 8, which is equals to 9. Now let's move to the last row. It says 14 minus 8, which is equals to 6. Then we have 10 minus 9, which is equals to 1. Then we have 18 minus 9, which is equals to 9. Then we have 12 minus 9, which is equals to 3. Then we have 11 minus 5, which is equals to 6. And at last we have 13 minus 7, which is equals to 6. I hope all of you got these right.